What's up, YouTube world? All my musician friends out there in the world making music, producing music, engineering, editing, yada da yada da. Basically, I just bought the Cubase 7.5 and got the free update to 8.5 artists. And the initial situation it was, well, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have experienced this, that when you upgrade to a new DAW system, that your 32-bit plugins do not work. I have a ton of 32-bit plugins that I collected over the years. As I updated to the latest Cubase or whatever, coming from Cubase 5.5.3, the 32-bit plugins didn't work. So you go online, you do research, yada da da. You come across the information about JBridge. But before I talk about JBridge, it seemed like the sad thing is that you can't. I guess you really could put the blame on Steinberg, because they're the people who created VST, Virtual Studio Technology, and for them not to carry on tradition from 32-bit entering into the main 64-bit domains nowadays, as far as applications and all that, and protocols, yada da yada da. They need to have a kick in the pants, basically, to make a long story short. Because if I have all these song files with all these old 32-bit instruments in them, or plugins or whatever your case you want to call it, now I can no longer use them because I'm running 64-bit architecture on the newest system. That doesn't make sense. But you rely on a guy like the JBridge people to create and develop a protocol so that it will work. And as you see, I have a old 32-bit plugin working on newer version of Cubase or whatever the case be. But like I said, the initial issue or problem that I want to rant about is that Cubase, not just Cubase, Steinberg, even though they are creators of VST and most plugins, period, you know what I mean? All DAW creators, DAW, digital audio workstations, so whether it be Cubase, Pro Tools, Reason nowadays, which is terrible with implementing the VST technology. They don't want to do it for whatever reason. They're trying to, be like Apple, in my opinion, and just keep all this shit in-house, which is fucking retarded, because you're never going to become a full-fledged D.A.W. But somebody, preferably Steinberg, back to the matter, they need to pretty much just purchase JBridge and implement it into the DAW protocols, so all 32-bit plugins will still work even if you're running on a 64-bit operating system. But they don't want to do that. Probably don't want to pay my man JBridge, a licensing fee or whatever the case be. But they would rather have us, the creator, the musician, the people that are supporting these DAW programs, go out and have, buy extra software protocol and have a fucking headache trying to install this shit to get it to work. 32-bit plugins to work on a 64-bit operating system, a 64-bit host, which is your DAW. It makes no freaking sense, man. Y'all need to step your game up, stop playing, and just implement or find a way to improve on a VST bridge. If you don't want to purchase JBridge or pay for the licensing fees, that's even if you have to turn around and put an extra $1 on the price of the DAW just to make sure the shit works. That's not a problem, because guess what? It's less of a headache for us, the musician, the person that's doing all the creativity and putting all his music out. We don't got no time for that, man. We need to implement right now. So Steinberg, Avid Technology, Propellerhead, Reason, especially Propellerhead. Come on, if y'all considering Reason a full-fledged DAW, which I also use too, I also use Reason also, so don't get it twisted, you know what I mean? That's why I made a lot of my stuff at through the years, you know what I mean? So as you see, I got it right there, 6.5. I'm planning on updating to the 9, but as of right now, though, I'm definitely messing with Cubase or whatever the case be, so, that's my main cause right now. But back to the fact of the matter at hand, the JBridge, I definitely had some issues uploading it. I was following 2 videos, one for the guy at padbangers.com, and another guy. I'm gonna post this video in the link of this video in a second. His is more straightforward, simplified, to the point. It took me a while. You know, I had to go on JWord.press, whatever you get the JBridge application download from, and read the you know, the troubleshooting instructions or whatever the case be. You know, I watched both videos, several other videos. You know, I went through the Steinberg forums and all the blogs and read the instances and aggravation that people were dealing with the conversion of 32-bit into 64-bit. But to make a long story short, man, it's really these software makers, you know, Steinberg, Propellerhead, Avid, Abelton. You guys need to do a better job when implementing older VST instruments, because why phase it out? What's the point of phasing it out? Just because there's new technology out here? Guess what? The plugin still works on whatever system that I'm using it on. So you guys need to do a much better job of implementing these type of protocols in these new DAW systems, in these new, also Windows, Microsoft. You guys probably get a lot of blame too, because you're updating the operating system without any type of instance of trying to figure out how to implement these 32-bit plugins in the new operating system host. It makes no sense. So a lot of people get the blame, man, but you know who always get the short end of the stick? Us, the musicians. So, you know, maybe somebody need to start a change.org type post or blog to make these jokers, you know, come back and try to really work on bettering the VST bridge. You know, maybe the JBridge guy who created JBridge, Giles or whatever his name is, needs to maybe try to find a way to implement his protocol into these DAWs. Work with these companies, because you know they don't want to fucking pay you, bro. So, you know, even if you got to sell yourself for cheap a little bit, in the long run, you're going to be a millionaire, man. So at the end of the day, you know, bite the bullet sometimes, because that's how most businesses are in America anyway. But that's my rant for the day, man. You know, and I did get a lot of the plugins to load up. You know, these are old, you know, a lot of computer music plugins that were for free when you used to buy those computer music magazines. You get the free disc inside of it. You know, you go online, you search your VST instruments, you find a shitload of DSK. Shout to DSK, man. They make dope ass plugins, man, all day, and a lot of them shits is free. So you just got to Google search, you know, whatever search engine you're searching on, free VSTs. You're gonna find a lot of DSK stuff, and the instruments are fucking dope all day long. And you know, there was a lot of old Steinberg plugins that I had that no longer work with this system, so unfortunately they're going to be phased out. But I guess I should thank God that I never really did a lot of production in a program like Cubase.